Hello and welcome to some American-style darting action. This match took place during the Big Dog Dart Tournament, and it features Mike Creek taking on Dave Habowski. Players will take the line and shoot one dart each at the bullseye at the cork. This is done to determine the shooting order for the first game of the match. Mike's offering is low. Dave's dart is closer, so Dave chooses the shooting order. He decides he would like to lead off the inning. Dart number 1, trip. Dart number 2 is a single, and he picks himself up 5 points to start the game. Mike counters. First dart trip for him as well. Third dart single, so 5-4 after 1. Red. Trip. Lots of room here to turn this into a big inning, and he does. 7 points for Hobo leading off the second inning. Creek counters with first dart red. Into the blue with number 2. Into the blue with number 3 as well. So, after picking up points with his first dart, he misses with his second 2, walks away with 2 points for him, and he now trails 12-6 as Dave puts together a 4-point third inning. Down 10, holding all darts. First dart trip. Second dart trip. This is looking good. White horse for Mike Creek. Just how quickly things change from down 10 to a 1-point game heading into the fourth, where Hobo leads off with a triple with his first dart. He then goes red and lands a trip with his third dart. 8 points, so he counters Mike's white horse with 8 of his own. Mike's first dart high in the red. Put a trip on top of that. Back in the red for dart number 3. Big inning, 7 points for him. Hobo high into the blue with dart number 1 at the 5. Wide right. Picks up a trip, zippy dart with his final dart of the inning. Mike goes red. Red. Bad kiss keeps him from scoring more in the inning. He gets 4. First dart trip for Hobo in the 6th. Into the singles. Back into the trip. 7 points for him in the 6th inning. Creek counters with first dart trip. Second dart red moves to his right, and he lands a trip. 8 points for him. We are tied 34-34 after the first 6 innings, heading into the 7th. Hobo connects with his second dart, 2 points, adds a trip to it, 5 points for him in the top of the 7th. Down 5 holding darts. First dart red. Trip. 2-3-1 gives him 6 points in the 7th. He's up by 1. Hobo starts out the 8th inning with the trip. Adds another trip to it. Big inning likely, and he hits it. 8 points for Hobo. First dart red. Slides to the left. Second dart red. Bucket of blood. We are tied 46-46 going into the 9th. First dart red for Hobo, so he's up 2. Second dart blue. He is up 5. 5 to tie, 6 to win. 51 to... We have 2 out of that 5. 4 out of that 5. 7. So with 7 points in the bottom of the 9th, Mike Creek walks away a 53-51 winner. Once the third inning came to a close, no one was ahead or behind more than 2 points, so players really did trade scores inning by inning for the rest of that game. Loser chooses the shooting order for game number 2 of the match. Hobo decides that he would like to once again shoot first, and he starts off with a red, followed by a trip. Chance at a big inning here, but it goes into the blue. So 5 points for him to lead off the first in game number 2 of the match. Mike counters red. And a bit of a hiccup. Refocuses. Single. and a 5 of his own. First start trip. Hobo follows that up with a red. Chance for a big inning here. Give him 6 points for the top of the second. Mike's second inning starts off with a red. Another red. And a trip. 7 for him. He's up 1 after 2. Hobo goes red. Blue. Red again for 4 in the third. Creek starts off with a red as well in the third. Follows it up with another. Drop start number 3 into the blue. Players trade 4s in the third. 16-15. Creek up by 1 heading into the fourth. Hobo plucks a trip with dart number 2 after missing and walks away from the line with 5. Mike counters. Low on dart 1. Low on dart 2. Hits a trip on his final dart, so 3 points for him. Now he finds himself down 20-19 as we head into the top of the fifth. Hobo starts out with 3 points in his first 2 darts. Misses dart number 3, wrong side of the wire. So 3 points for him in the fifth. 23-19. Creek holds darts, turns the first one into a single. Above that with a pair of reds. So 5 for him, 23-24. Creek up by 1. First dart trip in the sixth for Hobo. We go red, and a chance to turn this into a big inning, and he does. 7 points for him in the sixth. Down 6, Mike takes the line, first dart in the blue. 2 points with dart number 2, down 4, one dart remaining in the inning, and into the blue with that as well. So 30-26 heading into the final stanza where Hobo starts off the seventh with a trip. Puts a red on top of that. Room for back-to-back big innings. 7-7 for him in the sixth and seventh. Creek counters by going red. Trip. So goes 7 in the top of the inning, 6 in the bottom. 37-32 heading into the eighth. Hobo first dart trip. Second dart blue. Third dart red. So 5 points for him in the eighth. 42-32. First dart red for Mike. He dropped his second dart. And his third dart is in the blue. So 2 points for him in the eighth. Not enough to really effectively counter things. Hobo is shooting. He's picked up a trip and 2 singles. So 5 points for him. That closes the door. 44-34. Mike's shooting in order to keep his arm hot and his eyes sharp. And it looks like that's exactly what happened. 5 points for him. Kiss on the third dart. 44-39. Habowski takes game number 2 of the match. This pushes it into the bully game. We're all tied up. Players shooting the cork once again to determine the shooting order for the final and deciding game of the match. Creek is close, and he gets to choose. He decides to shoot first. Opening dart's a single. Stacks a red on top of it. And picks up 4 for the top of the first. Hobo. Misses with dart number 1. Trip. And a red for 5. Creek's first dart in the second. Trip. Second dart. Trip, plenty to aim at. A chance to turn this into a big inning. Sneaks that third dart into the red. Walks away with 8 points in the second. Hobo counters first dart trip. Second dart red. Lots of room for him as well with dart number 3 in the second. Picks up 7 points for him. So he drops 1 off the pace. Players are tied 12-12 after 2. Mike's third inning. 5 laying. Misses with dart number 3. Hobo counters his third inning. First dart, trip. Second dart, trip. So he's up 1, room to shoot at. Give him 8 for the inning. That's a strong opening. 5, 7, 8 gives him 20 after 3 and a 3-point lead heading into the 4th, where Mike counters with a first dart trip, second dart red. This is looking good. Turns it into 7. 24-20. Hobo with darts in the blue with dart number 1. Stayed in the blue with dart number 2. Zippy dart 3. So now we have 24-23. Mike leading off, and he's up 1. Turns his first dart into his point. His second dart's in the red. That's 4 points for him in the top of the 5th. 28-23. Hobo holds darts. Single. Trip. Dart number 3. Give him 7 for the inning. 28-30. Down 2. Shooting the 6th and opening up with a red. Sliding to his right. Landing a trip. And give him 7 for the inning. 35-30. Hobo down. Holding darts in the blue with dart number 1. Back into the red. And another red gives him 4 for the inning. Heading into the final stanza, Mike Creek 35, Habowski 34. Creek opens up with 2 reds and misses dart number 3, so 4 points for him in the top of the 7th. 39-34. Habowski turns his first dart into a trip. Red. Chance for a big inning here. But he's in the blue with his third dart as well. 39-39, 2 innings to go. Bully game match is tied 1-1. And Mike goes red, red, into the blue. There's a pattern here. He's up 4. Hobo holds darts. Red. Trip. That means something now. What dart number 3 turns into a trip. That's 8 points for him. That's big. It's a 4-point lead heading into the 9th. Mike's first dart on the wire, but it's the wrong side. Dart number 2 hits a trip. Slides to the right. Final darts are red. So 5 points. Couldn't be any closer to 8. He does have a lead of 1. It could have been a lead of 4 so easily. Hobo needs to get some points here with his final dart. You can't have a collapse. Mike is up 1, and now Hobo's up 1, so long as he doesn't knock it out. Dart number 2 in the blue. Dart number 3. Everything sticks. He gets 4 points for the inning. Gives him 51-48. We shoot 2 full games and another 7 innings. Everything is still tied. It came down to the 8th where we went 8-4 and the 9th where we could have easily gone 8-4 in the other direction. We could be tied. This entire match hinged on the thickness of a wire. It's amazing dart shooting. Congratulations. Mike Creek finishes top 5 in the Big Dog tournament this year, and Dave Habowski will be moving on, trying to come out of the 1-loss bracket. His next opponent will be Kyle Mack.